this a mic check. You fucking up my count, I told you I'ma call you right back. She might be a wifey to you, but to me a nightcap. Fly to Cali just to blow it back, cause bitch I'm like that.
Welcome to another episode of Game on Blitz, your ultimate hub for sports, hip-hop, and today's hottest topic. Come join our conversation and give us your thoughts and your insight, and come vibe with the community. And you know, if you don't want to get hit, and you got that itch for the game of sports, and you want to debate, you know where to go. Game on Blitz. Welcome to another episode of Game on Blitz. Y'all know what it is, bro. We back.
Yeah.
We never left. We got some interesting topics to cover today. We got a few topics to cover today. Very sure things going on around the Cowboys and Micah and Mr. What's his name? Mr.
Jerryjones.
We have that. Also, we're gonna touch on the Shilo being waived by the Bucks after he got into an altercation on the field. We also have the we're gonna talk about the post preseason with Shedeur and the Cleveland Browns. And then we have other topics like Kyrie Irving versus Damian Lillard. We also have the WNBA women complain about back-to-back games. That's another topic. And then we also have the Giannis topic about him slapping one of his teammates during the game. And then we have two more topics that we're going to cover. We have the KD comparison versus Larry Bird. And then the finale, the final topic is going to be Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. Their fight is coming up in September 13th. We're also going to cover that. But yeah, those are all the topics that we're going to cover today. So stay tuned. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. Let's get it.
The first topic is Shilo being waived by the Bucks.
Shilosanders, after the draft, he got, I guess his agent reached out to the Bucks, got him a contract, and he was doing pretty good. I was following his journey, and so throughout the preseason, Shilo opened up about being he got cut from the Bucks because of a altercation that he had on the field, and by the looks of it, it looked like he didn't start the fight, but he participated in. And at this point, you can't do that because you're on the edge. Obviously, you see what they're doing to Shedeur over there. I heard a guy say that Shedeur should try to blend in with the furniture because he's a backup quarterback. So to pretty much
back
be there.
To the backup.
Yes, and you didn't get drafted. You got a signed contract or whatever the case may be. You're fighting to make the 53 roster squad, and this happened, and you get cut. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So what do you think about that?
I don't think him getting cut had nothing to do with the fight. I feel like I think the Bucks was already he was already being waived already.
Okay.
I don't think he was cut enough. I don't think he had enough tape to make the roster anyway. And I just felt like they used this as a scapegoat to just let him go easy. But and from what I heard from the press and stuff, they saying that it was they never mentioned about. I mean, that could be the case, but they said that they never mentioned about him being in that fight because he didn't start the fight. If you see, he just responded because the guy kept pushing him. The play was over, and the guy kept pushing him all the way to the end zone, and then he kind of slapped him. But I don't think that was the reason for him being waived. I just think they didn't think he was good enough, and not I'm not gonna say good enough. I didn't think the tape was convincing enough for them to have him on the 53-man roster.
So you don't think he was going to make it anyway? They were just. Yeah. I mean, why get him in the first place if you don't think that he's going to be a good addition to the team?
I mean, obviously they bring in this. It's not the only undrafted to be brought in for preseason. Preseason they have a lot of guys. They have to see. Obviously, his college tape is there, but they have to see him in the environment for them to be able to make that decision. So I don't think that should be the conclusion of him. They reach out to you to sign you. That means you have a spot now. Nobody has a spot. I mean, some whatever they solidified players have a spot, but all the undrafted, all the drafted players, nobody really have a spot until that last Thursday of the cut day of to cut it down to 52-man roster. So they're gonna bring any type of player. He wasn't the only player that got let go that day. They're gonna bring a lots of players to see different, heads in there to see different people, and whoever tape speak speak for itself the most are the ones that's gonna make the cut for that 53-man roster. And I just didn't think he had enough. I watched the first game. I watched the half of that game, I just didn't. I don't think like I don't know. For me, him being a safety, he's kind of slow on his presses. Like the tip wasn't enough for them, and I don't think the fight has anything with him doing him being cut.
So pretty much you're saying that you don't think that he wasn't going to make the team regardless.
Yes,
So you don't think he was doing good, or you don't think he was doing good enough to even make the 53
to make the team,
roster?
and then that fight probably kind of like made it more clear for them to cut him. But I don't think he still had enough to make the 53-man roster.
Okay, so I would say like I feel like I was rooting for him, right? Like
Hmm.
obviously he's not Shedeur, but I thought he was doing pretty decent, right? I think he was doing good. He was carrying himself well. He had the right energy, leadership, and all of that. And Shilo box. I don't know if you knew that. Like if you go back, no, he really do. Like if you go back to his when what's his name, the dad Deion Sanders had a show on TV. When they were a kid, he used to actually box, like before playing football or whatever. But boxing was his thing, and
Okay.
it's just I just thought that he was gonna make it, and he was gonna make a good impression on the coach, on the team. His energy alone was also gonna help him, get over the obstacles, and also he made some plays on the field that was like okay, like because he didn't do anything questionable to me. That was like okay,
But
he
let me
shouldn't be
tell
on
you
the
this,
team.
bro. Dawla.
Yeah.
If Charlotte really was like that, he wouldn't have gotten
It's
cut.
not like that though. We're saying it's not like that. But like
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes people come in and become like that. I thought he was gonna be one. I was hoping for him to become one of those players, and he ended up coming in the league to be because I like his energy. I like the way he, like his mindset.
Yeah, yeah, all that good, but ultimately you got to play the game, and I
Yeah,
just felt like his game wasn't enough for them to like give him a spot on
yeah.
that roster. That's just
One
how I
second.
think.
Yeah. So no, I get what you're saying. So, but he was never like that. I was just hoping that he gets the opportunity to do something, spectacular at some point. At least his energy was good. I feel like he was athletic enough. Sometimes you just got to be in that. You got to be in that space mentally. Sometimes they can help you get over it. But obviously, we don't think he's talented enough, or they don't think he's talented enough. I just think that his energy, his leadership was gonna
I
be
think I
was
think
gonna
that's like
help him.
that's the point, right? I don't think is like for me, I honestly don't think it's about him not being talented enough. I just felt like for that little short period, like that 3 weeks, that whatever, that preseason, I didn't think like he had enough tape to make it convincing for them to give him a spot on the team. He probably could be good on another team. He probably before the season start next week, he probably be picked up by somebody else. But I'm saying like for the short period of time that he was there for that preseason, those couple 2 games that he played. I didn't think
Yeah,
he showed enough for them to give him a spot on that 50 because obviously like he made a preseason squad, but then they have to make some decisions. They have to cut the team. Like they have to cut
yeah.
it to 52 to 53. And I just didn't feel like he had enough tape to make that roster spot. That's
So
just
pretty
like
much
my
you're saying
thinking.
he wasn't gonna make it.
Yes. What with or without that fight, I don't think he was gonna make the 53-man roster.
Damn, that's a little harsh, Mo. No, but I get it. It is what it is. Like that's the game that we played. I mean
Yeah.
that they play. You either make it or you don't make it. It is what it
Mhm.
is, and I guess that's what it is. You should have never. I think if he didn't throw that, like I think they were waiting for him to make a mistake so they can cut him. But I feel like he was doing good enough to stay on the team.
So let me ask you this, right? If
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to like make a little mistake to cut you, what does that show me about your game? Like,
Um. Shit. What do
if
you
you
mean?
really have a game, but I'm saying like, if you really like, if you had shown me, okay, like you like, you like that. I don't think
No, no, no.
anything
I'm
that
not
you
saying he's
do.
like
Maybe
that. No,
I
no.
think it's
I'm
in
not.
the
No,
strength.
no.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he was like that. I'm saying that he was doing decent enough to at least make the
to get a,
53
a spot.
roster.
Okay.
But it was like, bro, you're dispensable. Like you're not a guy that we're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna suspend you for 2 games and come back. So
Hmm.
I don't think he was that guy from that regard. But he made a mistake. It was crucial, and that's what it is. And everybody already think that they're out to get them. I don't think in this case. I don't even know. He should have never swung. It's preseason,
Yeah, I think
right?
I
But
think he could have kept his calm there because at that point, bro, like that's what you've been dreaming for
waiting
for your
for,
whole life.
yeah,
Like that 5 second, and the punch probably didn't even land like that. So it's a lose lose situation. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like
yeah.
I'm gonna keep my cool so calm, like. until I get his contract. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I
No,
mean, like
facts.
sometimes we like to sleep, but we're not in that position. Like
But
when you
yeah,
in the
and
game,
then
adrenaline kicking in, you make some hard decisions at times.
no, that's true. So and then this video came out about him talking, addressing the situation.
And we're waiting on the next opportunity. If that's the NFL, cool. But God's blessed me with a lot of talents to do other things other than play football, you know. And I feel like in every athlete's life, it becomes a point to where the game ends for you. And I'm not saying that's what it is now. I'm just saying mentally I'm good because I know that I got a lot of talents and I've been blessed. And basically every athlete comes to this point to where you find yourself without the game of football, and then you thinking about what can you do next, what now. And you know, I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and just my support system. I've been cool, I've been good. The NFL is just, I've been talking to my agent and we're waiting on the next opportunity. If that's the NFL, cool.
Okay, pretty much repeat. I'm not gonna lie. Shilo already is a Hall of Famer to me.
Look, but look, bro, like
He's a
I
Hall of
just wanna
Famer, bro.
say, I'm gonna say something to this quick before I
But he's
forget,
a Hall
bro.
of Famer though, Mo. He literally
Bro.
went to the NFL. Like literally, he the first person to like. He's a Hall of Famer, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, for me, this video is a little premature, bro.
I agree
It's
too.
like is
I mean,
giving me like, bro, the season haven't even started yet. To me, it showed me that like you already giving up already. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
So this video could have waited for like it could have waited for at least another week until the season starts. You get what I'm saying? It's like when I watch this video, I'm like, okay, like that's it. That this is the end. It's over with. Like me and my agent talking, the NFL is not for me. Then I'm not saying it's over, but you saying it's over. You saying that you want to tap into other things. You get what I'm saying? It's like this season, like you got the next Thursday. You could have at least kept this video like a little bit. And this video is not when I watch this video, it's not really about him. For me, like I feel like this breaks Dion's heart way more than anybody.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? It's like seeing his son like this, it's like, bro, like that was his first dream. If he wanted to do music or modeling, all that stuff, he would have been down there a long time ago. But to
Yeah.
play in the NFL, that's what they wanted to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So him coming out like that, I think this video to me is way too premature. He should have waited at least a week.
No, yeah, I agree because it's like, bro, because to me, you just said it like maybe 5 minutes ago. You said, yo, you know, somebody else is gonna pick him up, right? Because I think he could be a good asset to
To a
any
team.
locker room, to any team. But I feel like he like some people become good as in the NFL level. Become
Yeah.
great. They might not have
get
the best
better.
college career, but they end up having a great NFL. I thought that's what I was hoping for, and that's the energy I was getting from it. And
Yeah.
this way is premature, even though he's telling the truth. The kid is talented. Like I feel like he can go kill it on Twitch. I feel like no real shit.
He's funny. No, it
He's
is
funny as
because when the
shit.
draft was going on, his clip was going crazy because all the stuff he was saying.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you get what I'm saying? It's like
he can
he
go
got
around the world, be the next iShow Speed. Like he can do a lot of stuff, right? And he's funny, he's
nah,
entertaining, huh?
facts.
Right. So and then he can act a little bit. But he always like be mimicking his father, his movement, and all of that. Hey, son, like you know all of that stuff, bro. So to me, like yes, he does have those talents. That's true. But I agree with you. This is premature. Like you did this video to I don't know, maybe because people are asking, maybe your fans are asking, maybe they thought it would be best to put your foot ahead of the situation or stand in front of the situation and go out there and say something maybe to clear up your image. I don't think this is great PR work. So I think
At all.
he should have just stayed quiet, be a professional, and wait for another opportunity, a year, maybe wait a year. If that's not, if that's too long for you, then come out and say, yo, I'm gonna be taking this route or that route. You know what I'm saying? You're still young.
Yeah. At least wait till the season starts because now if I'm a team, I want to pick you up and then I see this, I'm watching like giving up. I'm watching like you know what I'm saying? It's like oh okay, he's giving up already. So it
No, I don't
doesn't
think he's
matter
giving up
anymore.
though. But to me, I don't think the message that he's sending is giving up. But he's sending mixed signals. Like, well, if y'all pick me, okay. If y'all don't, cool. I can do other stuff. I don't think that's good. You get what I'm saying? It's like if somebody, if you're like a 50-50, like not even 50-50, if you're saying, well, if you get me, it's cool. If you don't get me, all right. I want somebody that want it. Like, I'm
Yeah,
hungry for it. I'm not saying he doesn't have that, but this video is not a good
it's
representation of it.
not. Oh
So
yeah,
this is this is not good. But we can move on to the next topic though. Shout out to Shilo. You feel me?
yeah. The next topic is Michael Parsons being traded to the Green Bay Packers for two first round draft picks and Kenny Clark's, which is like a edge rusher too. I think he's played the same position as Micah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we have covered this before, in our previous podcast or whatever, and we didn't think it was going to take this turn, but obviously that's what we had today, and that's what we got to deal with. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we've seen Jerry Jones and Mike have been going back and forth, for at least a month, right? A month and some change, maybe.
At least, yeah.
So this, I'm reading on Yahoo Sport. Micah Parsons trade winners and loser. Packers send while Dallas fans get kicked again. You know what that means when they say kicked again? Because we didn't see. This is one of the city of Dallas has made two of the biggest mistake in 2025. First, it was the Luka trade. Now it's Micah Parsons being sent to the Packers. Now Micah Parsons gonna have cheese over his head, like he wasn't supposed to be a Dallas player. Now he's gonna have cheese over his head over there with the Packer fans. So anyway, listen, determining the biggest NFL history. No, determining the biggest trade in NFL history is difficult. It seemed, however, that Thursday trade between Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers will be the most talked about trade ever. Just listen to that, ever. Same thing as Luka. Luka shit wasn't explosive as Luka, but it's pretty close. So when the Cowboys traded Herschel Walker in an infamous deal, people either heard about it on the evening news that night or saw it on the newspaper the next day. When the Cowboys traded superstar pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Packers, the entire football world instantly had an opinion. Just like us, we have an opinion too. So I don't want to get into all of that, but we know Micah Parsons got traded for two first round pick. And what's the guy name?
Kenny Clark's.
Kenny Clark. And how do you feel about this? And how do you feel about the comments that Jerry Jones made? Do you think that Jerry Jones made a mistake? Or do you think Micah was asking for too much?
Yeah, I think like for me, like I think Jerry is way too emotional and to lead. I mean, I'm not gonna obviously Jerry is known as one of the most successful owner in NFL, and you don't get that by just like not making the right decision all the time. But with that also being said, sometimes the most successful people can make mistakes. Everybody can make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And I just feel like this trade, it was more of an emotions involved than it really was about the player versus the owner, because Jerry felt like he was disrespected. Because I seen Stephen A. Smith and then was talking about it. He was saying that Jerry had a conversation with Micah about the contract, and he thought that was a guarantee for Micah to be signed. And then like a couple of weeks later, Micah told him, I don't feel comfortable talking to you anymore. I think you should talk to my agent." And I feel like Jerry didn't take that well, but we all know how Jerry is. He's kind of like he's very egotistic. So it's like, okay, this is my team, and I say like what goes around here. You get what I'm saying? And then because if you look around the league, players at the caliber of Micah Parsons are treated very, very delicately. Like if you go to like Cleveland Browns, anything Miles Garrett asks for is given to him. If you go to Pittsburgh, TJ Watt, he get his money. And now I come to this guy, and I think Micah is in the same tier as those two guys that I just mentioned, right? And comes to him, you not like, and then because I see in the interview, Jerry was saying that it's not like we could have signed Micah. We were able to sign him. Like we could have signed Micah, but we just felt like the relationships has been broken up already. And then now new things are coming when Jerry is alluding to Micah being a poison in the locker room, which I totally disagree with, because Micah been in the league for 4 years now, right? 3 years, going to 4 years, right?
Yeah.
We have never heard anybody, a teammate or no, like come out and say that Micah is not a good teammate or he's this and that in the locker room. So for that
Yeah.
coming out now, it shows me more of Jerry's emotion than it was about Micah. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I wanted to read this like to you a little bit. What Mike, I don't know if you saw Micah posted on his Twitter.
No, I didn't see
Like
it.
yeah, like before you go, I'm just gonna read a little bit. It
Yeah.
said,
Good.
growing up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, I was one of the few kids in my neighborhood who cheered for the Dallas Cowboys. Nearly everyone around supported the Eagle, but I always believed in the Star. To wear the blue and white at Penn State, which they have the same jersey, and then carrying those same colors into the NFL. As a Cowboy, it was more than a dream; it was a destiny. From the moment I arrived in Dallas, you embraced me and my family as your own. You made a
Yeah.
kid from the East Coast feel right at home in Texas. Every time I pull up to work, every time I step onto the field, I felt the weight and pride of representing you. You didn't just give me a jersey, you gave me a place to belong. I never wanted this chapter to end, but now everything was in my everything now everything was in my control. My heart has always been here and it still is. Through it all, never made any demands and I never asked for anything more than fairness. I only asked that the person I trusted to negotiate my contract be part of the process, which is agreeable. If
Yeah.
I'm your agent, I want to be, you know what I'm saying? So then he go on and say a lot of other stuff about the Cowboy, and Jerry himself came out and attested to that. We could have signed Micah. We just felt like we needed to go to a different direction and this and that. But for me, trading your franchise player away for a potentially like what the and then the first round pick, it's not like it's in the early first round, it's like late first round picks. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So now you got to build because Micah caliber of a player doesn't come around that often. You have to now make trust that you're gonna get a player like that, and that's like building your team for the future, obviously. But there's a lot going on. But I'm gonna just let you take it away.
Yeah.
But for me, I think Jerry really made a big mistake, and Cowboys gonna pay for it for these next couple of seasons for letting Micah go.
We should see because if they have any success or any success remotely close to what they did with Micah Parsons being there, or even better, they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
say we made the right decision. Because if
Right.
nothing changes and it's
Mm-hmm.
still the same thing, then you
Yeah.
can't say that they made a mistake because that means you guys save money and
Mm-hmm.
also you got something in return that
Mm-hmm.
is gonna help the team. That's one. And two, it's like, oh, obviously Micah is, you mentioned it, Miles Garrett, TJ Watts, and Micah Parsons is right there, right? He's right there. But what I would say though, like Mike has been productive. I'm looking at his stats here from 2021 to 2024. I'm looking at his sack 2021, 13 sacks, 2022, 13 point and a half, 2023, 14, and 2024, 12 sacks. So his career over 52.5 sacks overall. And then he got about 172 solo, 256 TOT, and 63 game played total. So he's been on the field a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that. But do you think that what Jerry Jones said about we need to take care of the run, right? What was the, I can't remember exactly what he
We need to
said.
start the run.
Stop the run, right? We need to stop the run. Correct. I actually have it here. So do you think he has any like merit? Like, do you think that him saying that hold any value?
Bro, it could be, but I think that's just deflating the question because Mike is an air rusher. He rushed the quarterback. You get what I'm saying? It's like to say that, like, bro, a Cowboy as a collective is shitty. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dallas, Micah individually is doing his job. And if you look around the league, because the Cleveland Browns can say the same thing, they've been shitty. But
Yep.
Miles Garrett does his job. Hence why he got paid. And Micah individually do his job, and he was asking for that fairness, just compensate me for what I have done. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But then if you
Yeah.
bring the collective into that, like a lot of teams can say the same thing, but their players still taken care of. Look at the what Ocho's team, Joe
Yep.
Shiesty team. They shitty and they just paid three of their franchise players. All three of
Mm-hmm.
them got paid and they shitty. They been shitty for a while. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? The quarterback got paid, the two receivers got paid. So you can't just put that on Micah. That's on
No,
you
for
to
sure. I
like
don't think he's only
you.
putting it on Micah, but he's saying Micah is the big factor in that defense, right? Micah is the motor. But so what he's saying, and if you can't defend the run, because that's the criticism about Micah, they're saying that he can't defend the run. right? He's not a good run. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we cannot like overlook at his weaknesses and say, "Oh, just give him his money or give him the money that he wants," right?
No,
Because
I
now
think we
he's
can't.
no.
I
What
think
I'm
we
saying.
can.
Okay, wait. So if I'm Jerry Jones, think about it from a owner perspective. All right, the year before, no, before that, I mean, I just had to pay my receiver, and before that, I had to pay Dak Prescott or Dak Ascot that haven't been able to stay on the field for God knows how long. He even mentioned, he said, I just paid a lot of players a lot of money and they can't stay on the field. So I go pay Micah. He has a back problem, and also I believe that he has a weakness in his game that's not helping us win or get over the hump. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm also going to try to negotiate down. I'm not going to pay you $46 million a year like he paid. Bro, he's more paid than TJ.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. You got to take all that into consideration.
but I'm saying like, okay, like what if the Cleveland Browns said the same thing about Myles Garrett? Because they
You
can't
can't
stop
say
the
that,
run
though.
either.
But you can't say that, though.
Well, yes, you can.
No, Myles Garrett is not
Because-
human. Myles Garrett is not human. He's not human.
Come on,
You literally
man.
saying him. He looked like the Decepticon. He's not human.
Wanted to leave. Myles Garrett wanted to leave because they can't even make the
And what they
plays.
do, what they paid him though.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
No, but it wasn't to this degree. They weren't coming on saying that, hey, we need to stop the run. He did everything on the field.
No, but they never stopped the run either. They're getting cooked every game.
No, you're talking about from a team aspect. Let's talk about focus on the individual. We're talking about Micah Parsons. His weakness is he's the motor. What I'm saying is Myles Garrett, we can't say that about Myles Garrett.
He's not stopping the run neither. They getting scored on 40, 50 points a game.
But I'm saying let's just focus on what the job that he needs to do on the field.
I'm saying every player has a weakness. You can't use that to determine how much money this player.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So then it has to go across the board. It can't just be him.
So look, for example,
okay. The Eagles pay Jalen Hurts. And what everybody says about Jalen Hurts, he's not a good thrower of the football. The Eagles never use that as a merit to not pay Jalen Hurts.
No, the only nigga that probably said it was probably Cam Newton. That, but Cam Newton probably said that. And a few haters. You can't say he can't throw the ball. He can.
Everybody says that he doesn't like. He hasn't had.
No, he doesn't throw. He doesn't throw the ball as much.
That's what I'm saying. But so like for example, if you say I just feel like it's a half-ass like response to say we can't stop the run because the running back can be running to the other side of the defense. Anything that comes from Micah's spot, we all know 80 to 95% of the time it's being taken care of, and his number has proven that.
Okay,
you just read those numbers to us.
Yeah, but the numbers doesn't tell you everything though. The numbers doesn't tell you everything. I mean, that's true though. I clearly
stop this, bro.
Bro. You just want. He's a great player. I'm not denying it. People acting like, bro, he's not like a LeBron James. He's not like no Tom Brady. He's not like no Lamar Jackson at his position. That's all I'm saying. He's not though. So
yeah, but
okay, hold that. I give you all those numbers because I started with giving him his props, all of those numbers. So we can I'm looking at some of his weaknesses. Is run defense consistency. Parsons is an elite pass rusher, but against inside run, he can sometimes be neutralized. Do you agree?
Anybody can be neutralized at some point.
Oh my God, bro. Okay, cool. Sometimes he tends to overpressure, shooting gaps aggressively and leading to cutback lanes. Open. Do you agree? Like
okay.
You had the Dallas Cowboys defense.
Okay, I agree with all of this you're saying, right? But if we sit down to dissect every player on the field, you're gonna find multiple how do you call it? Like weaknesses in the game. Nobody has a perfect game.
Nobody say okay, so cool. All right. Okay, look, you're a Micah Parsons fan, right?
I'm not a Micah Parsons fan.
You're a fan of players. You're a fan of players.
I'm a fan of being fair. That's
okay. Tell me, no. You're a fan of players. Name me your favorite owner. You don't have one.
That's Howie.
You don't have one because you also play sports. So naturally, you're gonna put yourself in a position of a player. What I'm saying, put yourself in the shoes of owner,
So you say
right?
Micah don't deserve to get paid?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
So
Jerry
what are
has
about
the
his weaknesses then?
no. You're missing a point. You're thinking emotionally, not
Okay.
logically.
Okay,
I'm
good.
saying Jerry Jones has the right to negotiate the price. He's not saying, "Yo, we don't want Micah." He just said, well, he said it in the southern accent, Micah. He's not saying you don't want Micah. He's just saying that he want to negotiate down the price that he's asking. I'm not giving you that. I think you deserve
But
money,
but
but not that.
Micah just said in this tweet that he even came back with a different. I think he came back with a different price. Jerry just didn't want to do the deal anymore. I feel
No,
like he just so
no.
egotistical. Like I'm telling you,
No.
bro. Micah
Okay,
said that.
Mo. Okay. You still thinking as a player. Can you think like an owner for 1 minute? Put that shit down. But
Okay,
you reading everything that Micah is saying. Micah this, Micah that. I'm just saying, right? Get off Micah dick. I'm just saying. You will Micah can do. Put yourself in the owner of a put yourself as the owner, right? You're Jerry Jones. Let's play this out. You're Jerry Jones, right? Cool.
Mhm.
I'm Micah. But don't think like don't try to. I'm just saying, be objective.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna, as an owner, all the information is out there that you know. I have a back tightness. The run defense is not great. Sometimes he over pressure, right? And all of the things that we mentioned about his weaknesses, right? And then our team is not winning. We have all of this great talent. Dak, we have Micah, we have what's the other guy name? What's the CD Lamb,
CD.
right? So that's a great team, right? The defense is good, right? So he's the motor. I have back tightness. Yes, I produce. I'm great, super athletic, but it's more that goes into that. The intangible on the field to impact winning. So you're Jerry Jones, and I'm asking you for $46 million a year. You just paid Dak Prescott a shit ton of money.
You asked me, right? You want my
To be an
answer?
owner, don't be a player, be an owner.
I'm the owner. I'm not letting my franchise player go. I'm gonna find a way to make it work. I'm gonna find a way to negotiate a better deal. Because Jerry himself said they had capital. Jerry said we could have signed him. We just decided to go to a different route. Why are we overlooking that? He said that out of
My
his
nigga,
mouth.
look, you see? I got him. You can't think objectively. I just told you.
I am though, but that's
Wait.
that's as subjective as you can get, bro.
Hold on. Wait. I just told you, right? No. Don't put your hand over here. Look, you're not listening to me more. I'm telling you, look. I wanted Micah to be signed to the Cowboys. I'm not against that. I'm just saying, think objectively for a minute, right? Fair is fair. I just told you not just to act like Jerry Jones and put yourself in a shoe of an owner and the mindset of an owner. Look. This is what you did. You started talking about from a perspective of a player. You can't think objectively.
No, I didn't. I didn't. But listen,
You just did that, Mo.
But listen. This is what I said.
No. What did you say before you said that?
I said that the owner himself said that we could have signed this player and we know his value. You saying all of this by
Mo. You missing the point. Don't get out of the box. You're Jerry Jones. I'm telling you, Mo.
That's not rational to me. If I'm Jerry Jones, that's not rational.
No,
I'm not gonna sit here and praise you.
So you're not thinking like an owner. You're not thinking like an owner.
I am. Because the type of owner I am, if I see something, it means so much to me. I'm not gonna sit here and praise it and then let it go. That's the type of owner I am. That's my me being objective. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Micah has been great for us. Don't get me wrong. Micah is one of the top players in his position. Don't get me wrong. We could have signed Micah, but we decided to go to a different direction. That don't make sense to me.
Okay, Mr. Jerry Jones. Why?
Huh?
Why, Mr. Jerry Jones? Why did you decide to go away from Micah?
What? Because the trust and the relationship has been broken. That's what he said.
Okay. No. Don't tell me what he said.
So that means
No. Don't tell me what he said. And body Jerry Jones. Don't tell me what he said. Be Jerry Jones. Why did you go away from Micah? You have an issue of thinking like an owner. This out, bro.
Because
Let me tell you.
I want away from him because
are you the owner of Game on Blitz?
Yeah.
One of the owner, right?
Yeah.
We go on Game on Blitz. So
Yes.
I'm telling you, right? Think like an owner, bro. Don't think like, think like an owner. If you're the owner of Game on Blitz, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But if you're the owner of them, what do you do though?
This gonna be me as an owner speaking, and this gonna be the last time I'm gonna say. If I'm I'm the owner, right?
Act like Jerry Jones.
Owner,
Jerry Jones.
I'm gonna not let my emotions get in the way of me letting it go to franchise play. As I'm the owner cited that this player has been great for us. Don't get me wrong. He's a top player in his position. But I feel like the relationship has been broken because there's no more trust. I'm gonna put the ego aside for him telling me, "Oh, I would like for you to negotiate a deal with my agent."
Okay.
Now, so I'm gonna put the ego aside and make it work. If I still can do it, that's
Okay.
me as an owner speaking.
Okay. But I deserve to get paid. I'm Micah now. I deserve to get paid what I'm owed. And I think that's 46 million. And if I have to cut down, I'm going to 43 million. That's the bottom line.
43. Okay, let's negotiate. 43, right? I give you 42 this year.
You got to do
and
it with
then
the
next
accent.
year-
You got to do it with the accent, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, accent.
Go.
Marco. I give you 42 this year.
Yeah.
And with that 42, because you asking for 43, you asking for 43, and you are 23 of them 43 to be guaranteed. How about I give you 42 and I guarantee for 24 instead of 23 of them, and next year you get the 43.
Nah, you're lowering my value. You're lowering my value. I need to get paid what I owe. Dak Prescott
Michael-
just got paid. I'm doing more than Dak. Dak got paid all that money. I'm doing more than Dak. You know, I'm Mike. I'm not hating on Dak. I'm just saying, you know, I feel like I deserve to get paid what I'm owed. I've been durable. I've been playing since the beginning. I made a couple Pro Bowl, right? So I deserve my money. So if it's not, I have no problem going elsewhere.
But that's not how it went though.
Okay, so anyway, let's get out of character now. Let's get out of character. I'm just saying. I mean, it didn't go exactly that way, but the back and forth was that negotiation. So you know, what I'm just trying to say, bro, is like, yeah, like I'm trying to look at it from an objective perspective. The Jerry Jones making, that's what I said. Everything will be sorted out next year. We will see. If Jerry Jones' team end up doing great and they go on and start making a big splash, we can't look at it, oh, he made a big mistake. On paper right now, it sounds like a big mistake. But what I'm saying is if they come back that the trade that they made benefited the Dallas Cowboys, then they didn't make a mistake. And if the Packers, if Micah go out there and make a huge impact, it's a win-win. But we're going to see at the end of the day who made a mistake or who. At the end of the day, Micah didn't make it. He got paid. He retired his mom. You know, regardless, he's good. Jerry's good. He didn't spend a lot of money. But if they do okay, he's good also. What I'm just saying, there's weaknesses that he tried to use as a negotiation a bargain in this case to make sure that he's not being screwed, I guess, because he mentioned Dak not playing. So if I paid a lot of money for my quarterback and he's the franchise player, now, Mike, if I believe Micah's the franchise player, I think at some point Jerry Jones is looking at himself like, at this point, I don't think I can trust my judgment because I just paid Dak. He's overpaid and he can't play. And Micah is having a great season. Had a couple, 3 great seasons. Last year was up and down, and he have a back tightness. If I invest a lot of money into him, and then end up getting the same result as Dak, I'm at a loss. So maybe it's self-doubt. Who knows? That's what happened when you're an owner.
Thursday is gonna be the first game. They're playing against the Eagles. We will see.
Look at this.
But the facts are, specifically, we need to stop.
Yo, is that me that Jerry Jones ain't got no neck?
The run. And we haven't been able to stop the run at key times for several years. And when you have the kind of extraordinary pass rush that Michael had, then the way to mitigate that pass rush is to run at you. If the pass rush doesn't get you ahead pretty big time, and you're playing even or behind, then you've really got a problem in stopping the run. And so we have felt as we embark on changing things. We have a coach that we're mighty proud of in Brian, and we're excited about the changes that we're making, not only in the coaching staff, but the facts are, specifically, we need to stop the run. And we haven't been able to.
So you think everything he's saying right now is bullshit?
It's bullshit, bro.
How, bro? It's not bullshit.
Been for 3 years now. You want to stop the run now?
Bro, it's not bullshit.
It's coincidence now that he's being traded. You want to stop the
no,
run?
it's not a coincidence, but through observation,
Bro, come on,
you
bro.
can
Nah,
make that
bro.
decision. No, bro, you're so emotionally over the top. Like I'm just saying, you're not even
Who's
giving.
emotional, bro?
I'm not
Not
emotional.
me.
I'm not emotional. You're not listening because I just told you that.
I'm talking about him. Gary's the one who is emotional, not me.
No, Jerry's not. He's very calm when he said
No.
Micah, we can't pay. Yo, he said if they don't get a head start, pretty much he's saying Micah is very athletic, fast, but he's not strong. He's not powerful enough
Bro,
to
come
get
on,
niggas
stop
out of
that,
there. That's what he said. He said he's not powerful.
Stop.
Bro, I'm not. Bro, did you listen to what he said?
Bro, I don't. But I'm saying he's speaking with emotion. This man's not thinking right.
Bro, he's very calm.
2 years though. No,
This is a billionaire.
Just because he's sitting there with a country accent saying he's not
No,
calm.
this is a billionaire that used to protest during the civil rights movement, but against niggas. Now that he's hiring niggas and he's telling you that a nigga can't run, now you want to say, oh, he being emotional.
I can't
When
wait.
he said Micah,
I can't wait. I honestly I want to see Cowboys do good, and they go to playoffs. Their first game is against the Packers, bro. I want to see that so bad.
and then the Packers gonna get packed the fuck up.
You saw what the Packers did to them the last time they was in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they're gonna get packed up. Yeah, if my nigga look with Pickens and CD Lamb, if Dak Ascot please just stop throwing interceptions.
The ball gotta get to them first. They're
gonna get to them. It's going, bro. We acting like, bro. All joke aside, we acting like Dak Ascot is not out here throwing over 4,000.
Listen.
That's 4,000 yards a season.
We'll see. You will see.
But I'm saying, like, he made a great point. He just said Micah is not that powerful. He's just very athletic, and he's not that powerful. You got to get that nigga a head start. He's not Myles Garrett. That's what he's saying. And I fuck with Micah. I do. I fuck with Micah. But it seems like Jerry Jones do not fuck with Micah. We gotta stop the run, and Micah cannot stop the run. And Micah has a bad back. Micah has a bad back. He said if the team don't get a head start, Micah cannot rush. I'm just saying, I ain't saying he said it. But at the end of the day, nigga, that's how we mighty proud of. That's all mighty proud of. Right. But look, I ain't gonna cap. Like, it is what it is. The Cowboys traded Micah Parsons. Good for Micah. I'm happy for him that he got the money. He retired his mom. And I just can't wait because, the fantasy just started. I don't know who got the Cowboys defense. I'm glad. I hope that they're ass this year. I hope Dex, again, I'm out of there now. Now this is like a fan talking. I hope that they're ass this year. I hope the Cowboys fans, I hope you guys are ass this year. I hope Dak Prescott throws 15 interceptions this year. And I hope you guys don't make it to the playoff. I hope CeeDee Lamb only get 900, close to 1,000, but just not enough. George Pickens going to be out there just punching niggas in their fucking face. Whoever that tackle they brought, he ain't going to tackle shit. And y'all going to regret trading Micah.
Micah. Let's move on.
All right.
So the next topic is the Shedeur and the Cleveland Brown preseason highlight.
Let's see. We got the Mr. Shedeur.
Dylan Gabriel.
So obviously, it seems like there's nothing more interested to talk about in the NFL right now, but the one and only Shedeur, Deion Sanders' son. Right. So, Mr. Perfect Timing, throw the watch up, and ever since they went to Colorado. From that first year, they've been having a group of people following them. They've been having like a cult-like following. And you have stars coming from all different angles, from the baby. I don't know if Lil Baby been there, but you see Gilly out there. You see all these superstars coming out, supporting Shedeur and his family, right? And then they made a splash in Colorado with Travis Hunter, and then made another second splash the following year. Shedeur won Offensive Player of the Year, and I think he set the record for completion rating, right? Percentage, right? Like 70% or whatever. And yeah, so going into the draft, everybody was expecting Cam Ward or Shedeur being a two top quarterback in this draft class, right? We seen that. And some people even say Shedeur might go 1, Shedeur might go 2, Shedeur might go 3. And none of that happened, right? So it is what it is. He got picked in the 5th round. Then boom, the preseason happened. Shedeur finally get to play. The first game, I give him a B+, right? Because I think he could have made some of those passes. He went for 2 touchdowns, 100 and maybe 30-something yard or whatever. And whatever.
0 interception.
Yep. And then Dylan Gabriel came out. I think I just made a typo. That's 1272. That's supposed to be 272. Right, so cool, whatever. And then So yeah, and then Gabriel get a chance. He played. He didn't get no touchdown. He made some good plays here and there, and then threw an interception. But the second go around, he had a better game. Shedeur, on the other hand, didn't. We all know what happened. Shedeur's playing with a weak line, and
I just saw this right. Every line that Shedeur were playing with, all of them got let go.
4 of them got cut. One stayed. 4 of them got cut. But that still tell you what was going on. But I don't think everything is on the line. I think Shedeur made some mistake too. My main criticism of Shedeur is holding on to the ball too long. But to your point, based on the preseason, I'm gonna ask you based on the preseason stats, who do you think had a better performance overall? And do you think Dillon Gabriel or Joe Flacco should be ahead of Shedeur going into the season?
I think for me personally, like even though I like Shedeur, I think Dillon Gabriel had the 2 games. I think Dillon Gabriel had but those are circumstantial too because it depends on the player that they play. But preseason is preseason. Also, we can't say that the player that Shedeur that was blocking for Shedeur got let go because the other teams, those players that was also blocking got let go too. So it was bench players for whatever team they were playing.
Okay.
Whatever team they were playing, everybody was playing with with bench player. They were playing with player that they was gonna let go anyway. So Shedeur, like that, I was watching that game. I remember we were on the phone. I kept like yelling, bro, like just throw it. Some of the passes, bro, it'd be like 1 first down. You can throw out of bounds and reset again instead of getting sacked. You get what I'm saying? I feel like he hold on to the ball way too much, which you don't have to. And to me, I think Dillon Gabriel had a better preseason, even considering the first game when he threw the interception. But I just feel like he gets rid of the ball way quicker than Shedeur. By me, I think Shedeur is a better player. Like I don't like, but there's a lot also that go into it because we seen that like how many reps Shedeur's gone with the first team players. Giving all the opportunity to Dillon Gabriel, kind of sabotaging like whatever. We seen a bunch of stuff, but when those lights are on. And you're back against the wall, you still have to perform. Whether you there with bench player or you there with the starters. Good players always gonna stand out regardless of what.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, but I do feel like Shedeur he deserved better. He deserved like way more time at practice. He deserved to kind of showcase his talent for what we're getting. But we'll see. Cause like a lot of people are saying that the only way you will see Shedeur play this year if both of those quarterbacks get injured. So he's really not gonna get any opportunity to play this year.
He will.
You think so?
I think so. He will.
Even if those two quarterbacks are still healthy.
Like, I'm just gonna keep a thought out. Joe Flacco is not.
I don't see him playing this.
Joe Flacco is not it. Joe Flacco gonna go there first 2 games. He's gonna sunk it up. Promise you. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna sunk it up. He's gonna stink it up. And then Dillon Gabriel is decent. Like he's not a bad quarterback. Like people try to say, "Oh my God, this and that." He's not a bad quarterback. I actually seen a video where they were doing like an accuracy pass to throw this ball in this like little net. I seen both of them miss and Shedeur made it. Like people are trying to like carve out any video to substantiate the fact that Shedeur is a better player than all of these guys. Like I don't think we don't need those videos. We clearly see who's a better quarterback. We clearly see who is better a better pocket passer, who's more accurate, right? So I think Joe Flacco's gonna go there and he's gonna get out of there early. He's old. He's Joe Flacco. And then Dillon Gabriel, he's gonna go out there and try to do what he can do. At some point, the fans are gonna say, "We want Shedeur." The fans are gonna fight for Shedeur because that's what the fans want. That's what's gonna put ass in the seat. Dillon Gabriel is not putting no ass in the seat. Dillon Gabriel is not moving no ticket. Joe Flacco is not moving no ticket. Shedeur is gonna move ticket. Shedeur is the guy.
Shedeur jersey is the most selling jersey in NFL this year.
Of course. Well, I don't know if he's the most. I think out of the rookie, he's selling way more than any other rookie. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, like, it's cut and clear. It's like we clearly see when he went out there, even watching the preseason, I wouldn't say that Dillon Gabriel had a better preseason than Shedeur. He threw an interception. Shedeur had 2 touchdowns. Yes, he had more yards, but we're talking about the opportunity and who was his line. And
then Shedeur got taken out before the 2-minute warning, and they put a quarterback in that they kind of like got rid of.
Exactly. I want to speak on it after that. After this, so to me, I think Shedeur is the chosen one. It's okay. You can't deny greatness. At some point, you have to move the fuck out the way and let the kid play, and that's just a fact. Like, you can't deny. And I like his composure. You feel me, Khalifa? I like his composure. I like the way Shedeur is playing. I like the way he's thinking. I like the way he's moving. I like the way he's responding, right? Somebody might say it's glazing. Fuck it. Let's glaze. Excuse my language. Let's. I told it all right.
No, yeah, I'm told.
Okay. So, yeah. So I can cuss.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but I'm not
fuck
glazing
it.
though. That's you. That's
No, so fuck it. Me and my co-host gonna glaze all fucking day.
ain't got nothing to do with me, brother.
But to go even further, right? Like, do you think that they're trying to sabotage Shedeur, especially what you mentioned about the 2-minute drill? He's on a bike warming up, thinking he's about to get back in and make a play. Do you think that they took him out at a time where he was playing bad and didn't give him a chance to, like, come back and show people that, he can clean up his mistake?
I think at some point, because nothing that the coach said justify of putting that quarterback in. Because that quarterback he got rid of the next day. Like, what do you why you took him out? Why you didn't let him finish the game? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then, bro, like, I give Shedeur so much credit because look at his brother.
Yeah.
A minute that his brother got into a little, like, whatever, like, he fought it. But Shedeur had kept his composure. Even the way he speak, even the stuff that Dylan Gabriel kid said, I still think that was a shot at Shedeur. I don't think he's talking about the press. He said, because that happened before. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And through all of that, because me, I'm not gonna lie, the type of player I am, bro. If I wasn't playing, bro, I'm mad. I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like I'm good enough to get out there to play. You get what I'm saying? So, like, for him, I give him a lot of credit because he's doing that at the highest level, keeping his composure because he know, and the world know that he's the better quarterback in that locker room. And everybody knows that. Even Joe Flacco knows that. You know what I'm saying? But for him to be able to keep his composure the whole preseason, imagine going to, football practice be like 3-4 hours. Imagine going through all of those and getting like 2 to 3 snaps at practice.
That's a fact.
I would be at the house going crazy. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
But he still kept his composure through all of that and then kept his cool and played. Even when he played bad that second game, I don't even think he played bad. I just think, bro, they would get into him like 2-3 seconds. He wasn't getting no type of blocks.
And Shedeur, he probably not listening. Who gives a fuck? But please, brother, sometimes if you can't find an open man, or you can't make the plays, or you can't make a play with your leg, pause, throw the ball out of bounds. Or just throw the ball.
Because a lot of them time, bro, it's like it's not like the third down. You have another 2 crack at it. Just throw on the sideline and then reset again, go again.
You don't want those tackle for losses. You don't want those tackle for losses. Yeah. But I want to see because the rumor was pretty much that the coach, the Cleveland Brown head coach, is trying to sabotage Shedeur. I don't want to say he tried to sabotage, but it does look funny. Yeah, it does look funny. But let's look at this.
Narrative that you're trying to sabotage shedeursanders, especially after yesterday and not putting him in for the 2-minute.
Yeah, obviously, I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. And that's what we'll stay committed to. And that's what's important to me.
Why didn't you keep him in for the 2-minute, or why did you decide to take him out?
Yeah, nothing more than decided to give Snoop some work at the end of the game.
Okay. So what do you think about
let go? Well, the guy that you let go the next day, what do you want to see from him in 2 minutes? Bro, come on, Dada. We got to be like, come on. The guy that he got moment blood the next day, what do you want to see from him in 2 minutes? Why? He wasn't even in the play. Because, they don't make these decisions that next day. These decisions already made before the game even started.
Yeah, correct.
You get what I'm saying? So you already knew in your head, this guy, we're going to let him go tomorrow. Why? Because he's not, bro, he's not, there's nothing that he can do that can be beneficial to you.
Nah, that's true. But, okay.
Come on, bro.
I'm going to say this, though. So, at first, I was like, okay, it's sabotage. Because I tried to think objectively and kind of put the emotion to the side and try to see from a logical perspective. So my initial POV on this was like, definitely sabotage. Energy is running high. Shedeur just played bad. We know that the fans, the haters are going to go and start talking crazy and start talking shit. It is what it is. Cool. And I'm like, okay, 2-minute drill, you got to put Shedeur in. You clearly said it. You put someone in that you cut. From the beginning, I was telling you that guy, I don't even know why they went and got him. I don't even understand why they went and got him. Like, for what? You guys have Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, Deshaun Watson, this guy, and I had Pickett. That was 6, right?
They just traded Pickett too.
They traded Pickett. So now this is where I start looking at it differently. When he say, yo, I'm committed to his development, like any of these rookies, I'm like, okay, are they starting to understand that maybe we have someone here or something here that's special? And we made a decision based on him being a backup quarterback. But now that we've seen what he can do, we have to either protect him, take him out. You don't want to give him to get injured. Deshaun Watson is not there because everybody knows Joe Flacco is going to flop at some point. Dylan Gabriel to me is undersized. Like if he's getting rushed and you got this big guys in front of him, I don't know if he's going to be able to see over to make those passes, right? And if he can, great for him. And I'm like, okay, Shedeur has a pocket presence. He can pass the ball in the middle, and they've seen that. So I'm like, okay, you traded Pickett. That means Flacco is number 1, Dylan Gabriel is number 2. Shedeur automatically become the 3rd option. Before that, he was like the 4th option. So that brings him closer to becoming a starter. This is my perspective. I could be completely wrong. So I'm like, okay, from those moves that they're making, and then they released the other quarterback, which was kind of funny. Why get him and then release him? I'm like, okay, maybe they're trying to slowly reel him into or push him into that starting position. I promise you, Joe Flacco, look, 2 hands, 2 weeks. The brother's out of there. Then it's up to Dylan Gabriel.
I don't think it'll be that easy.
Let's shake on it. I
don't think Joe Flacco will play 2 weeks. I think he played way more than 2 weeks.
Shake on that.
No, I don't want to shake on it, but I'm just saying, like, we'll see, bro. The season start Thursday.
Yeah, like, it is what it is.
Let's see,
and
so all the best for Shedeur.
To me, that's what it is. I think he's not gonna. I think it's 50-50. But I lean more towards like they want his development. They want him to become great instead of sabotaging him. But who knows?
I honestly don't think he playing an NFL game this year, unless they blown up a team.
There is no fucking way. If Shedeur don't play this year, Roger Goodell is gonna make a call. Put him in. Okay. The NFL is gonna make a call, bro. Everybody want to see Shedeur play. I promise you. Okay. It's probably it's been the biggest story during this off season, leading up to the season. If he played, like you say, play and start killing it, he's gonna be the story of the NFL this year, except for the Super Bowl come. So to me, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. No dictating, no glazing. You know what I'm saying?
I wish him all the best. I ain't gonna lie. I'm rooting for him.
For sure.